Citizens of Metropolis, welcome back to the Golden City where nothing bad ever happens. Just kidding. Shit's popping off all the time. I'm your Sentinel of Hope, SuperCliff, and thanks for checking out this brand new video. Superman, Man of Tomorrow, issue number 3, is written by Robert Vendetti and drawn by Paul Pelletier. And our story begins at a toy store, a Scott toy store, where a couple of employees are getting ready to check out for the night. And in the back of the store, toy T-Rexes begin to sound off. And in a matter of moments, the dinosaurs blow up, causing the toy store to go up in flames. And amongst the flames, we witness a small individual promising words of revenge. Ooh, creepy. 2 weeks later, at Lex Corp's main HQ, we pick up with the man himself, Lex Luthor, who is being interviewed by Clark Kent of the Daily Planet. Check it. Clark is writing a story about a series of attacks against Scott toy locations, and it's been reported from an inside source, but all incidents were caused by toy malfunctions, and that this started ever since Lex Corp decided to absorb Winslow Schlott's company. Winslow Schlott, for those of you who don't know, is the Superman baddie, Toyman. Clark asks Lex for a comment in regards to the situation, but Luthor threatens Clark, telling him that he'll sue the planet for libel. Clark warns Lex that if these attacks continue, someone will eventually get hurt, for the world deserves to know the truth in order to avoid danger. Clark then tries to get a clue from Lex to see if it's actually Winslow, aka Toyman, who's conducting these attacks. Unfortunately, Lex isn't willing to play ball with Kent. At a diner, Lois and Clark have themselves a bite to eat, while Clark tells Lois on how his meeting went with Lex. Perry then barges into the diner, telling Clark that he just got off the phone with Lex Corp's chief counsel, and that he's furious that Clark didn't run it by him first. However, Perry, who possesses a plethora of emotion, is also satisfied, because since Clark stirred Luthor's pot, the story is now moving along, but things get a bit more complicated, because outside the diner, citizens are getting attacked by flying toy saucers with laser beams attached to their frickin' foreheads. Clark Kent immediately heads out of the diner, and in the back, suits up as the Man of Steel. Once Superman arrives to defend the people, he easily blasts the flying saucers by using his heat vision. Then, after Superman performs an awesome special combo from Street Fighter 4 against a second wave of toy saucers, Superman assesses the damage, and amongst the wreckage discovers scraps from the destroyed saucers. Imprinted on the side reads Scott, a Lex Corp company. Later at the Daily Planet, Clark publishes his Toyman story to the public. And while Perry is congratulating him on his success, one of the Toyman's bots walks in and demands to speak with Clark Kent. Toybot issues a statement telling Clark that if Luthor fails to cease production of Scott toys, then the attacks will continue, for Winslow Schlott will do anything to prevent Luthor from tarnishing his family's legacy. Lois is able to sneak up behind the bot and smash its face, but before the bot shuts down, it warns everyone that the Toyman is about to unleash a new product, that being a giant robotic mech. And oh my Lanta, is that not the biggest toy you've ever seen? The giant toy is crashing all across Metropolis while en route to Lex Corp. And after several beautifully crafted panels of Superman destroying the toy mech, Lex Luthor is impressed with the Toyman's display and immediately commands all remaining Scott toy locations to cease all toy production. Later, we're shown that Lex Luthor was only forcing the Toyman's hand in order to reveal his more destructive inventions and sell such tech to various weapon organizations, all in Lex Corp format. Superman, Man of Tomorrow, issue number 3, was once again another great issue focusing on the everyday life of Superman. Though the Toyman is the main threat within the story, it truly focuses on the never-ending battle between Superman and Lex Luthor, good versus evil, and that's what really drew me. Also, the art in this is great, especially the color. I was a big fan of toy stores growing up, so seeing a bunch of toys doing crazy funky stuff truly brought me a warm smile. Overall, Superman, Man of Tomorrow, issue number 3, gets an 8.5 out of 10.